Side hustles can be a great way to boost your income and help you reach your savings goals. However, not all side hustles were created equal. Some are inherently limiting, while others allow you to grow your income exponentially with limited additional input from you. The general rule is that the more scalable a side hustle is, the trickier it's going to be to get started, but that's because essentially you're growing a small business. And if you want a long-term moneymaker, the effort will probably be worth it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 side hustle ideas that have the potential to scale and keep bringing cash in for you over the long term. Let's get to it. The first one on the list is a freelance service. So what I'm talking about here is a service that supports a business objective, i.e. you are using your ideas and your expertise. So what you're not doing is selling a physical product or a service like dog walking or babysitting, not because those aren't good businesses, but because they're much harder to scale single-handedly. How a freelance service could scale? If you're working as a consultant or a web designer, a copywriter, the trick is to move away from selling the skill that you have and instead sell the value that you provide. So what does this actually look like? Let's take the case of a copywriter, for example. Instead of charging a set fee for, say, a 500-word blog post or a 300-word email, what you're going to do is upskill, become a conversion copywriter, and in that way, you can charge a project fee, and instead of charging for a single blog post, you are charging instead for the quality of the sales and leads that you generate for your client. So in this case, separating your fee or how much you charge from the type of content that you create opens you up for scaling your business, because at the end of the day, there are only so many 500-word blog posts that you can write. However, if you continue to get better at using your writing to generate more leads and more sales, you will continue to be able to charge more, regardless of how many words you're writing. The second idea on the list for a side hustle that scales is building an online course. What is this? Basically, you want to be sharing the information that you have gathered from experience and research, ideally a combination of both, via well-structured course content that you can host via video on an online learning platform. I have also seen this being done by email. So how does this one scale? Essentially, once you've put all the upfront effort into building out your course, you have a product that you can sell over and over again. You don't have to continuously update it. Instead, maybe you take on customer feedback and you update it or make tweaks a couple of times a year. But essentially, you build it one time and you sell it repeatedly. So the trick here is obviously going to be finding people to buy your course. But if you are able to build an audience, continue driving traffic to your course page, then there is no reason that you should ever have a limit, at least hypothetically, on how much you can earn with an online course. Quick interlude, just to say, if you are enjoying this video, it would be so helpful if you would subscribe to my channel. Please and thank you. Number 3 is dropshipping. So with dropshipping, you are essentially a middle person. How it works is you set up an online shop, and instead of buying all the inventory and keeping it in your house, you find quality online sellers that you trust and who sell good stuff, and you sell their items on your online shop. That way, when people order from you, you charge them a slight markup, and as the orders come in, you pay your assigned seller for those products, and they will send them directly to your client. Then the difference between what you paid the seller and what your buyer paid you is the profit that you skim off the top. So this one is pretty low barrier to entry, pretty low risk. Again, the challenge with this one is going to be building an audience and creating a sales funnel so that you have a constant flow of people coming into your shop. However, once you have got that marketing machine set up, a lot of that process can be automated, at which stage you can sit back and get on with your normal life while your dropshipping company grows and the revenue increases without loads of additional work on your part. Scalable, the 4th item on the list. Digital products. Right. Unlike physical products like pottery or something that you've knitted, digital products can be created, paid for, and consumed online. So here I'm talking ebooks and PDFs and templates and worksheets. You see it for Notion, for example, or Excel. How do digital products scale, you ask? By now you've probably got the idea, but this is another one where you do the research, you put the work in. Once you have your product, you only need to create it once, and then you can sell it again and again and again. So you can scale this one by adding additional complementary digital products to your offering and honing that marketing funnel. And last but not least, a YouTube channel. Since you're watching this, I don't need to explain what YouTube is, and you may even have read about how YouTubers make money, but the two main ways are from AdSense. So the videos, the ads that play at the beginning, sometimes in the middle, and at the end of each video, the YouTuber will get a scrape of that ad revenue. Then you'll also see loads of people doing sponsored content where brands pay them to feature in their videos. So how does a YouTube side hustle scale? The cool thing about creating YouTube videos is that once your channel becomes monetized, that monetization has a compounding effect because you create a video once, but every time somebody goes to watch that video, regardless of whether it was made 2 years ago or only published a few hours ago, you're going to be making money from that video. Then if you throw into the pot that you are creating more and more videos every week, you have a bigger and bigger library of things for people to watch and opportunities for you to make money. YouTube is also quite interesting because it is an inbound marketing channel in and of itself. So if you build an audience on YouTube, you are able to not only get your AdSense and potentially brand partnership money, but if you are smart and you're interested in this direction, you can also go the route of digital products and online courses and send people from your YouTube channel into your sales pages. So again, really tough to get started, trust me, I know, but a pretty savvy choice if you are wanting to scale your side hustle. And there you have it. 5 ideas for side hustles that scale. Right, much like building a life of financial freedom, that is a project in itself. Building a scalable side hustle is also something that you really need to invest in for the long run, because no matter what the internet will tell you, it is very unlikely that you're going to have overnight success with scaling a side hustle. So as long as you bear that in mind when you start, it'll be great. And on that note, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful as ever, and I will see you in the next video.